on today's Lion Consultation.
Hi, it's Amelia from Laionacademy, and today we're going to be talking about why you should choose Boston University. The first main thing I want to emphasize about Boston University is the location. This is literally what they tell you when you arrive in the airport. It's home of all universities. There's so many universities in Boston, meaning that you get so much more opportunities than any other state. And being in Boston, you get a lot of connections. So for me, I had a lot of connections with Harvard. Even if it's not my university, there's so many universities that are near, like Harvard, MIT, Northeastern. There's a lot of other colleges around. And also, I want to emphasize how safe it is. So the location itself is Boston, and it is really safe as there are so many universities that is surrounded within BU. It is really clean and safe. Every single person you encounter is kind of like a university student. So that is one really good thing. You kind of don't have to worry about like those dangerous things that you hear about when you go to America. That's really nothing you should worry about when you go to Boston, because I heard Boston was safe, but I didn't actually think it would be really that safe. It was actually really safe. So I want to emphasize that. And I also just want to emphasize that it is an urban city, so there's so much to do. You'll never get bored because you're out in the city and there's a lot of good restaurants, there's a lot of diverse restaurants, there's a lot of just things to do. It's not like the suburb at all, and everything's kind of like nearby, so that's really convenient as well. Now I want to talk about the campus. For like the campus life, it is really nice as Boston University is on the street. So if we don't have actual campus, our campus is Boston. That's how I would say it. I guess there is certain places in our campus which is like the official campus areas, but in general it is kind of like really nice because it's like a long walk where there's everything on both sides of the streets, and so it's like a one area of the street where it's BU. That's BU, and that way it's really big in a way, and it's so convenient to just travel from class to class because we have a subway. It's called the T that moves you one location to the other. It's straight and it's kind of free for BU students. We have two campuses that are separated, and there's a train right here, and so the train just goes straight, and since our campus is literally a straight line, if your dorm is far away, it does not matter because you could just take the T and in 10 minutes you're there. And also we have something called the BU bus, which is where the bus takes you wherever you need to go. It goes all the way to Fenway, which is really far from actually BU, but it goes a lot of places, and even if your dorm is a bit far away, the BU bus actually comes all the way there, and we get like an app, we could track the BU bus. So it's really easy for students to travel. You don't have to walk that much, even if the walking distance is short. It's really convenient to live in. And also I want to talk about the dorms. The dorm itself, there's so many options to choose from. There's really good places called like UV, which is like apartment based styles, and then there's freshman dorms that I was in West dormitory is one of the best like freshman dorms, and they were all really nice. That's where you make all your friends, and from my experience I do not regret being in the dorm for first semester and having a roommate, because that's where I made all my best friends and connections. I actually didn't think that would be possible because in college it's really big, but it's kind of like high school. You do form your own friend groups, and it's really fun because your friends are just like next door or they're like upstairs. It's really fun. So that's one thing, you can make community. So I do please recommend being in a dormitory style during first year. And the food there for the dorm, it is pretty good. Actually, we have a lot of options to eat from. There's so many dining halls we can go to, and each dining hall actually tastes different. Surprisingly, there are from like worst to best, but mainly there are a lot of things to eat. When I went to other universities, when I compare them, it was really good. And we have like burrito stations, we have pizza stations. There are like a lot of diverse foods as well. And we even have lobster night at BU. It's like one day where they just serve unlimited lobster. So you get free steamed lobster. So that is one good thing. And since the whole community is really diverse, that's why the food is also really diverse as well in a dorm. So we even have African American month. We have African foods that the whole dining hall prepared, and just the whole community itself, it's really diverse. So there's a lot of clubs, and there's a lot of Korean associations, African American associations. Boston itself is a really diverse city. If you like diversity, that is for you. In BU, one thing is that if you're really concerned about your safety as a girl, there's actually a solution for that. They actually have this thing called like a blue button where like you press the button whenever you're kind of scared, I guess like you feel uncomfortable or something, and the police actually comes and picks you up and just guides you to your house. And BU's whole security system is really well done. You can have easy access to BU police police. We have a police station right in front of our dorm, only meant for BU students, called the BU Police. And it's really convenient and it's overly safe in general. So your safety is just not something you have to worry about while you're at BU. And I want to talk about the BU library. So the BU library itself is pretty big. It's like a whole 4th floor library where you can ride an elevator and move it down. And it's kind of like a place where students also study. And BU has really good study areas everywhere. Now recently our computer science building, it looks like a block stacked together, and that has one of the best study spots as well. And also the library, it's really big. There's a lot of resources you can get. And also we have online BU libraries as well where certain documents that you need, for example, if you're doing a research or if you're looking at research articles, there are a lot of times where you can't get into the papers, but BU has like a special system where it unlocks all of that. You can do that in the library or separately at bulibraries.com. And I also want to talk about all the opportunities you can get at BU for research as a pre-med student. So BU is surrounded by hospitals, and especially Massachusetts General Hospital. And this is where a lot of students actually shadow doctors and get their research opportunities, which is where I got my kidney research opportunity as well. And actually it's a small kind of community in a way because all the schools kind of know each other. There's easy ways where you could get research opportunities and even shadowing. And the hospital is literally 10 minutes away actually from BU if you just ride the subway. So it's not far at all. That's how I travel to do my clinical shadowing. It's really convenient since you're not in a suburban area. Transportation is really easy. And also it is really fun because there's a lot of colleges just nearby. I have a friend in Berkeley School of Music and I can just go see her anytime. I have friends from MIT, I have friends from Northeastern. Everything's just connected in a way. You can meet a lot of students just in subways and everything. You can think of Boston as a student-based city. One thing about BU has really good office hours with professors and just regular office hours. So I want to talk about first the regular office hours. For example, all classes have office hours, meaning that even if you struggle with them, they have private office hours with teacher assistant students where they help you out. So for me, I went a lot for the office hours for chemistry because it was really hard, and they actually really do help you out and give you tips. And this is a good way to connect with upperclassmen to get advice. And also all the professors host office hours at BU, and when you go there, you can actually get close with the teachers. And also the thing about BU is kind of known for small classes, like small closed up classes. So a lot of the colleges you can see they have 400 students. For us, like there are a lot of classes where it's kind of small. So in a way, the professor can get to know you, and you also not in a huge class, but also more professor focused. And so you get more help. That is kind of a good way, and also a really good way to make friends with your peers. So that is also one other good thing. So I've listed all the things why BU is a really good school to apply to. And now I just want to talk about my personal reason why I applied to BU. For me, I've always dreamed of becoming a doctor, specifically a cardiovascular surgeon. And so when I was applying to colleges, I kind of looked at colleges that have really good research programs and have a lot of research opportunities and just a lot of hospital opportunities as well, and have a really good biology program. So BU had all of those things where we had easy access to hospitals. I currently am in another research for biology where I actually work in one of BU's hospitals as well. So we actually do have a hospital in BU, so that's also a really good thing. A lot of students are pre-med at BU as well, so the pre-med community is really big as well. And so I've chose BU because of all of that reasons, and I thought of ways how it can benefit me as a pre-med student. Mainly I chose BU also because of the research opportunities that they just give you, because we have so much research opportunities to the point where our classes also are research based. There's so many curriculums that we can take that are related to research. If we do a research, for example, I do research at Massachusetts General Hospital, I can apply that to get school credit as well. So that's really big, and there are those things where BU boosts you towards a good pre-med path. So that was just why I picked BU. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you are a 12th grader that is currently applying for colleges and you are a pre-med student, I just want to let you know that BU is one of the best choices you can make, as it is a really good research school and is known as one of the top research schools out there. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!